Studio newsreaders. A newsreader's job is to carry out an in-depth research about a topic and turn it into a short brief, then present it on TV in a professional manner. You also have broadcast presenters. A broadcast presenter is the public face of programs broadcast on TV. They typically host/present a program. There are two types of codes, technical and symbolic. Examples of technical codes are camera techniques, framing, lighting, and exposure. Examples of symbolic codes are setting, body language, clothing, and colour. Conventions are habits or the things that the audience are familiar with. In this clip, the news presenter uses a very formal mode of address. Most news shows use this mode of address as the things they talk about are serious and have to be taken seriously. The camera angles used are mainly mid-shot and close-ups, so the audience can focus on what the presenter is saying.
It seems absurd. Arguably, it is. But how are British steelmakers supposed to compete with that? Well, the obvious truth is they can't. So once again today, we saw the consequences in Britain's steel industry, most notably in the South Wales town of Port Talbot.
Field reporter. A field reporter is basically a sideline reporter. They provide additional coverage of the topic. For example, if the news story is about a charity event, the field reporter will go to the location, maybe interview a few people and give more information on what's happening.
Helicopter overhead. All of this has to deal with the fact that two deputies with the Lee County Sheriff's Office were struck by a car this afternoon, a car that we are told made a run from a red light stop. They were conducting traffic enforcement here in this area. We're not more than about a block away.
Links to studio. Links to studio is when an on-air studio links or joins up with another studio. If a news producer is talking about a topic that's happening in another area, it would be much faster to link to another studio rather than to travel to get updated information.
Have recently reported a series of strange disappearances in city parks. For more on this story, we go live to field reporter Hugh Target.
Modes of address to viewer. This is the spoken style and in the way in which it communicates with the audience. Different types of shows will use a different type of mode of address. Experts and witnesses. An expert is a person who has a special skill of knowledge on a specific topic/field. The person does not require an academic qualification for them to be classed as an expert.
He joins us this morning with what exactly you need to know. The government shutdown, we've been talking to experts throughout the morning, is not going to impact your ability to register online, correct?
A witness is a person who can give their first-hand account on something they have experienced. For example, if a robbery took place in a shop, the news would go to the location of the incident and interview the witness to get more information on what had happened.
Then I heard a large explosion. I thought it was a sonic boom. And when I heard the explosion, I looked up, and what I saw red, and I saw debris start to fall down.
Interviews. Interviews are useful in the media industry. They can be used to ask experts about the topic to gather more information, or they can be used to find out people's opinions or views on the topic. However, it can be hard to get people to open up about their views. Some interviewers have interviewing techniques to get people to open up. A good example of this is Louis Theroux.
You're just relaxing?
We're the white guys.
Are you the white gang?
That's right.
Yeah. Are you? Would you be part of a
PBH,
a skinhead gang? What is it?
Actuality footage. Actuality footage is basically the footage that relates to whatever the readers are talking about at the time. They usually show the footage and talk over it. It gives the viewers a visual of what is being spoken about.
It's 8:52 here in New York. I'm Bryant Gumbel. We understand that there has been a plane crash on the southern tip of Manhattan. You're looking at the World Trade Center.
Inverted pyramid. This is the model for news writing. Basically, the least important information goes at the bottom and the most important goes at the top. News shows also use this structure. They show the most important issues first and the least important last.
Lagos, Nigeria, information is sparse and the full extent of the damage is still unknown. Newsfront correspondent Jackson Norris arrived in Lagos moments ago and he joins us now.